Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for Player Sky Arkham Knight. And this is from the Arkham Knight video game. And I really like this character. It's unique. Although it is not Batman, it does have similarities to it. Kinda nice. And actually, I was thinking of getting the Batman also from the Arkham Knight, but it's just too similar to what I have already. I have the Arkham Origin, the metallic Batman. It's almost the same. And I do like the variants, which I've been getting lately. Hence why I didn't get that. Alright, so here we go. Here's the box art. This is number 3. We got Batman. What do we have here? There's a couple ones that have been released already. And they have Harley Quinn. I'm not sure if I want to get Harley Quinn. For Player Sky, I kind of just want to get the armored personnel. You know, with the cool armor. Mostly Batman. And it is a windowed box. So we look inside. You got a nice clock tower silhouette here. Here we go. There's not really much in the box. Sometimes they have really nice artwork. And here we go. Quite nice loadout. Kind of hard to see, but you do have the 2 pistols that can combine into a rifle, which is another piece. We get a variety of hands, which is great. I think they've been doing that lately. And you have an alternate face, or actually alternate the helmet, and you have the main figure here. Let's take a look inside. Alright, we got the Arkham Knight here, and he looks great. There's a lot of edges on that armor. Really nice. Alright, let's start with the helmet here. It's actually quite interesting how they did this. It's actually like a clear acrylic. On top of that, they painted this. You got that nice metallic blue here. They even have the eyes, and they shaded it to look like it's glowing. Yeah, it's quite nice. Yeah, it's actually clear. You can kind of see what's inside there. They do give you an alternate face here, or helmet, where it's kind of like deactivated. And I think it's the same way. It's kind of clear on front. Kind of just painted that on. That nice gunmetal or metallic black. On the back side here. So we got the details. Really nice. These are actually a little bit soft here. Kind of interesting. The molding on the chin though, it's kind of weird. Mine is feels like this part here is a little bit more bigger than this side here. Although I'm not really sure what's going on down there. This one is a little bit more uniform. So that's a little bit... That's not too bad. Mostly the focus is going to be on the top part here. The face. The articulation, mine on his left have a little bit hard to move from the base of the neck. But there are... he can look left and right. A little bit up, and he can look down. I started the articulation for the neck. So you have an articulation, well, joint on the torso and on the base of the neck. Next part is the shoulder. You got this really nice soft armor here. And it's kind of like the same what they had before. That's how the waist, the chest piece are. That soft rubber. It's nice. Although, actually, yeah, it's not too bad. Sometimes I find that when they paint on metallic on that one, it kind of just feels weird. Since you're expecting it to be something like a die cast. But it's not too bad. For the shoulder, you have a ratcheting joint here. And this whole part is soft, so there's a lot of play. You have a swivel on the bicep here. A ratcheting joint on the elbow. Like so. The elbow itself is not too bad when it's bent. Then you have a ratcheting wrist here, kind of like your standard. Now the other thing they've done is they have this swivel here on the shoulder itself forward, and this whole cavity thing just pops out. I find this really weird, and I'm not too fond of this, but this does help with certain posts, but not too fond of it. Also, on my left one, it's actually loose. This one keeps falling off like this because of the weight. I was able to manage to fix it by applying hobby cement. So when you pop this joint off, when it's loose, we want to just kind of clean it up a little bit, wipe it out maybe with soap and water. Just maybe there's like some mold release on it. Then afterwards, when it's completely dry, apply the hobby cement. Just coat it around, let it dry for at least 15 minutes to half an hour. Then maybe you want to recoat it again. Then afterwards, you put it back and it should hold now. Depending on that, sometimes the hobby cement stays. And you can also use nail polish, but I always find that hobby cement sticks well. You want to have that nice coat there. But yeah, so you get that little joint there. I don't think it kind of ratchets. It's kind of like the wrist joint, I think. And it just goes in. I don't like that joint, not fond of it, but it's there. Every time you go like this, instead of the ratcheting joint here, the whole thing goes down. So yeah. Oh well. Torso area here, you have a crunch here. I think it's just a hinge on the back side too. This one's actually not too bad. There's not much of a gap, which is a good thing. Then you have the waist here, a little bit. There we go. See, this one has I can feel it, but this one is just it's not too bad. Now for the waist, you got, there we go. Here, I think your standard waist joint. Yep. We can also get a thigh swivel here and an knee bend. All this ratcheting, things are popping off. It's one of the pegs there that kind of holds it. There we go. So here's the knee. The placement of the knee armor is not too bad. I mean, there's... Yeah, it's actually not too bad. Although... It is kind of big of a gap though, but something that cannot be helped. So that's there. So all this ratcheting. Ratcheting is actually good, especially for big figures, but in terms of just moving them around, it could be quite troublesome. You also got just look at the armaments here. You got a lot of pouches on the side here. Got 2 smoke grenades, or it could be a flash grenade. Got a little bit more here. There's a lot of things. I don't think none of them can be detached. Just this whole piece of the crotch area here, the waist. Same thing here. You got the swivel. Then you have the ankle joint. So this is a solid foot. There's no toe swivel. Yeah, it's actually not bad. And I think that's pretty much it for articulation. And let's go over the accessories. Alright, going over the hands, we have the closed fist here, as we can see. We have actually 3 other pairs of hands. You have the open hand here, or kind of help support the gun. Same way with this one here. And you have a pair of just holding the pistol, which is really nice. Alright, so we're gonna use this one here. There we go. Put this on here. Just something with the dogs today. They've been barking, someone outside. I'm not gonna wait for them to stop barking. Gotta continue the review. Right, so you can, this 2 pistol, you can have them build both ones. So let me swap out this one. See how well you can reach the pistol. and how useful that joint is. There we go. Let's get this thing on here. There we go. Let's get one of this inside. Let's see here. You gotta just open it up, get in there, and there we go. So this one, trigger finger does not really go inside there, but it's not too bad. Although this joint is kind of, there we go. So that does help a lot on this part here. And man, those dogs are really active. They're really excited for something. Alright, this could be a little troublesome. Yeah, this weird joint system here. I mean, they've done it with other Player at Sky, but yeah, that doesn't look good. Yeah, it's just weird. I mean, it's nice that he can reach over to his other shoulder, but just the way it's angled, it just looks weird. I'm not too fond of that. Yeah. Anyways, if I can get this thing, I think one of the problem is we're playing just with too many joints here on the shoulder. There we go. Ah, that looks ugly. Alright, so yeah, I think you just gotta play around with it, just getting it the right angle of the joint you want to. But there we go. So that's that part, and you can also dual wield. There we go. Yeah, that's really nice. I'm not sure if I want to keep in this mode. Most likely, I like dual pistol. Yep, really nice. Yeah, I like these pistols here. Alright, let's go with the rifle here next. Alright, I went in and just put it on because when I was pulling on the pistol, I had a bit of an issue. It's the same way with this one, just getting the right angle. So here we go. So basically, when you look at this rifle here, it's basically two guns, and he just puts it together. It's a really weird design that they have going on. I'm not really too fond of putting two pistols together to make a rifle. I mean, with one pistol and putting an extension, yeah, I think that's better, but yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Anyway, so they do have this. Has some nice details on it. There's also an option when you take this out here. You can remove this handle here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and swap this whole thing out. Put this back on here, and they give you a separate piece right here, which just a handle, and you can just connect this, and it's folded back. Well, if it lets me put it on. Oh, this is right. I forgot. There's a little nub there. Let me clean that off. QC issues. There we go. Alright, so it goes in. So this one is actually a little bit better. And there we go. You can use this hand to just kind of support it. Yep. Although it kind of looks weird, but oh well. It's kind of like a sniper rifle now. It does have a scope. Yeah, quite nice. Other than that, that's it for the weapon and pretty much everything. I kind of wish they gave him a knife. They always have, you gotta have a knife, like a tactical knife somewhere. They don't have that. Just two pistols and the rifle. So it's not too bad, I guess. And I'm trying to get them to stand here. Alright, so here we go. That's pretty much it for the review. I have mixed feelings on this figure. I like the overall design. It looks cool, but I think the only thing that really bugs me is the shoulder joint. I wish they could have designed that a little bit better. There's always something with the shoulder. Well, the new ones, I didn't really have much problem with those, but that's limited. You cannot move the shoulder all the way, or you cannot reach his other shoulder. This one you can, but it just seems like it seems awkward, and mine got loose, so that's my problem with this one. Otherwise, it's a great figure. If you like Arkham Knight and you like a particular character from the game, go for it. Otherwise, that's about it for the review. I got mine from Tatsu Hobby. I'll provide the link down below, although they don't have this listed, but they do have the Batman. Yeah. Maybe Tatsu only got a limited, or maybe it's just me, the one who wants to get one. We'll see. Anyways, I'll provide the link down below. You can always send them an inquiry. And that's it. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.